Tuesday, June 14th, 2022. Here at the live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year, bringing you free picks. No excuses, just free picks. Brian, when's the last time you took a pass?
No, never, but I have lots of excuses, especially after yesterday's debacle for me. But I'm ready to bounce back off of this card with lots of interesting opportunities.
Well, you know, it's like the thing that you could always say about the debacle days and all that other stuff. It's like, at least I showed up, you know, at least I was there. At least I was present. At least I had a side and an opinion, and I got there using the same logic that I've used that's been super successful for me, whether, you know, it means betting against the 4-time defending world champions in their home building in a decisive. That
for me, it was the Miami Marlins with Alcantara, who went 8 strong, and he came out after walking 2 guys, and then
I tried to say it. I tried to say it on yesterday's show without actually saying it. And, you know, and that was the Warriors were the biggest. Warriors yesterday were the biggest lock of the entire NBA season. It was one of the biggest NBA bets I ever made was on that game yesterday. I offered up in friendly bets 9.5 points. I would have won all of those. Nobody would even take it. It was like I thought that was the easiest game of the NBA season. It was, I tried to say it on yesterday's show, but it just didn't seem to me to make any sense why we were seeing all that public love for the Celtics. And that's all I was alluding to was, you know, on the show when we were going back and forth. And I was just trying to say is like, I don't even understand how you could take the Celtics in this game. I don't even understand how you could make a case for it. But apparently a lot of people were there.
Our disagreement wasn't about who was going to cover the spread. It was who the people in general thought were going to cover the spread.
It seemed like it was
I might
the
have
Celtics.
been wrong. I went back and I looked at some different guys that I follow, and they were on the Boston Celtics. So maybe I was wrong yesterday. So
no, it happens. It happens. Believe me, I've been on the wrong side plenty of times. I bet against Tom Brady in several Super Bowls. And
so have I.
You know, so I've definitely
Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl.
But at least I was there. You know, at least I was there.
I didn't take a pass yesterday.
No, it's like I'm not in the pass business, and I don't believe in it. It's kind of like, you know, I spoke, you know, about a week ago, not less than a week ago. I told everyone about, you know, where I am in my recovery, and I don't believe that relapse is part of recovery. Just like I don't believe that taking a pass on a day of sports is there's nothing, you know, moral or okay about it. It just means you haven't sold any long-term packages. That's all that means. That you don't have any obligations to people that are expecting picks from you. That's what taking a pass means in this industry, because I know that people that buy my long-term packages and buy your guys' long-term packages, I know for a fact that they expect picks from you every day. They don't care if it's your best pick of all time. They want your best pick today. And if you can't have a best pick today, then you are not a handicapper. You can't look at every game and see every game I dislike exactly the same amount. There's one maybe that you dislike, you know. There's one pig that has just a little more lipstick on it, you know. Ruflo, I don't want to hear about the, like, you know, getting drunk and all that other stuff, alcohol, the evener, all these other lines that you're going. I saw it. I saw the look.
It was one time.
I saw the look. He like had the mouth half open.
That's what she said.
Anyways, I thought that Jason Tatum's Houdini disappearing act again in the fourth quarter and Jaylen Brown, abysmal. I mean, especially after the way they came out in the third quarter. I really thought, man, wow. And I thought Poole's shot at the buzzer of the third was a game changer. And Draymond Green, you know, there's a guy, a real pro, and it's kind of like, you know, Brian talked about hit the day that he had yesterday. And it's like, you know, Draymond Green, I mean, multiple time champion, all-star, Olympian, right? All of those things, Olympic gold medal winner. It's like he gets benched, you know, and he comes back out the next game and it's like nothing happened. It's like, I'm here to do my job. And it's like, he didn't take a pass. That's for damn sure.
The series is going 7 though. I'll put the lock on that.
Not so sure. I'm not so sure. Not so sure. I haven't really looked that deep into this game, but I would say I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. I think that one left a mark.
Oh, it left a mark on me. Between that and the Marlins, it left a mark.
When Steph Curry ends his 3-point streak and is just couldn't hit a shot to save his life, and you still win by double digits, oh boy, that is bad. That is real. That's about as bad as it gets.
I'll say this. I think it's going to be at least. I haven't looked at it either, but I think it's going to be another game where the point spread doesn't factor in. It's either Golden State money line or it's Boston by double digits. It's already at Boston -4.
Yeah, money line's up to -165 for Celtics.
Yep. Because everyone's thinking the same thing, you know? Everyone's thinking,
they're not going to pay out +150 to. Oh, we'll see. This is Thursday, so we're jumping ahead. But I think it's going 7 games.
I just think it's fresh because the game was last night, you know. So it's kind of like it was, you know, and it was a really good game, you know, where the Warriors kind of controlled the entire first half. The Celtics came out, hit all those threes to start the third quarter, took the lead. They were down as many as 16 points. Came out, we're in the lead by 2 minutes into the third quarter, and couldn't close the deal.
I gave up when it was 20-8 or 22-8. I think that's what the start was.
Oh no, the Celtics came all the way back at the beginning of the third quarter. Took the lead.
I know they did because I got a text message, so and I jumped back in. Then I got hurt again.
Anyways, let's move on to today, and what a day it is. We got the Blue Jays. We got the Cardinals taking on the Pirates. Game 1 of a doubleheader, 1:15 start. We've got the Phillies taking on the Marlins. Really not the top options here for either team. And then in the stadium in the Bronx, Cole versus Kluber. In the Rays versus Yankees. Man, the Rays, what is it, man? It's like every time they go to the Bronx, they frickin' just, they turn into Superman. It's like the Giants against the Dodgers, right? It's like their kryptonite, you know? It's like, remember Tyler Glasnow mowing down Cole last year before the injury? Oof.
When is he due to come back? Not till next season?
Probably. I mean, it's hard to believe. The Rays, you know, they're missing these guys. They just pull a bunch of other guys we never heard of before, right?
Yeah. Well, the Rays and the Minnesota Twins are very similar.
Anyways, what do you think of these three, Brian?
I'm going to split the way I bet the Pittsburgh Pirates and St. Louis Cardinals. In Game 1, I am going to take the Pittsburgh Pirates +1.5. I think this is their best chance to win out of the 2 games today. Brubaker's not going to set the world on fire, but I think he's next to Quintana, their best arm. I think they can keep it within 1 of the St. Louis Cardinals. And then the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. Really loving Tampa Bay Rays +1.5 here with Kluber on the mound. I think he's looking to get back at his former team. And Cole, off a bad performance, I think Cole has I think this is going to be a very tight game, 1-run game. So +1.5 is only about -110. So I'll take that with Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'll gladly take Rowan C. Contreras over JT Brubaker as a number 2 in that rotation, but. That's kind of why I'm looking at the over here. I don't trust JT Brubaker as far as I can throw him personally. And Matthew Liberatore.
How far can you throw him?
Not as far. We haven't tried the shot put yet. So
didn't you used to do shot put?
I used to. I didn't say I was very good at it, but I did. I lost my train of thought. I just don't think Matthew Liberatore. You know, he hasn't looked good in his first couple of outings. I think this could be a game where both offenses tee off. Here we get into double digits. So I like the over in Game 1 of that doubleheader. And I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Rays as well. I'm going on the money line, though. I just think that there's money to be had with Corey Kluber, considering he's already outdueled Garrett Cole once this season. I think Cole won't have as obviously as bad of a start as he did in Minnesota. But like Mitch said, I think the Rays just find a way to get the job done at Yankee Stadium. So give me the Tampa Bay Rays as well.
Yeah, I like I kind of like the over in the Cardinals Pirates, and I like the over in the Phillies Marlins. I like the Yerfy in that Phillies Marlins, of course, with Rogers going. It's pretty much the way that it goes, and I don't know. It's Yankees Rays. It's like you got to take the Rays at the +1.5. I mean, I forbid anybody from not putting that on their card. I mean, seriously,
it almost seems too good to be true.
I need to see everybody's bet slip with the +1.5 in order to be it's like in order to have any kind of respect for you. It's like if they're giving out money, you absolutely need to pick it up off the floor. It's like how many times have the Rays covered the run line at Yankee Stadium? I know this was on
I'd love to know that.
It's on the betting tools. It's actually on the betting tools today. That one of the streaks is like the Rays have covered the run line 600 in a row at Yankee Stadium.
Well, it's not that, but I bet you
it's 9 in a row. 9 in a row they've covered the road run line as road dogs against the Yankees. So 9 in a row at Yankee Stadium and the +1.5. That a lot of those games they won outright. So, to that effect. Anyways. Oh, man. So, Brian, what are you selling today?
I got my revenge 3-pack. Gonna bounce back off of yesterday. I've been good at bouncing back off of bad days. They got my 3 best bets for $50, or my best bet overall, my Major League Baseball titanium play. Get that for $50 at pickdogs.com, or make sure you sign up for the YouTube Premium VIP, the best deal in handicapping. Can't miss it.
Yeah, for me, I got my $15 play as well. Got rung up by the Marlins yesterday, but I'm going to bounce back today. I like this play just as much. And I got that, like I said, for $15, or I got an MLB triple play. The $15 play not included. So 4 best bets in the MLB for me today on the board. Got the triple play for $39.95 in Pick Dogs Premium.
Yeah, I lost my big play yesterday too. It's like I was thinking the whole time Padres, and I put in Diamondbacks and lost. And the thing is, they were winning too. They were up 4-1. They had it, and Kelly gave up the home run. And then they let them score one late and just couldn't get any offense going against the Reds bullpen, which was surprising. But, it happens, and that's the nature of the beast. We started a new winning streak today. I have my $15 big play. I'm still putting up the rest of my premium picks. The thing is, I went 3-1 yesterday, and the one loss was my big play. My other ones were 2 run lines, but of course, when I do run lines, they have plus money attached to them. I don't do negative run lines. We could sit here and, give out the Toronto Blue Jays against the Baltimore Orioles all day long, but not what our show is about or what we believe in as sports bettors and how to win over the long term, what professional sports bettors do. Anyways, we move on, and we take on the Washington Nationals. Steven Strasburg wheels it back out to the hill after allowing 7 in his first start of the season. We got the Toronto Blue Jays up against the Baltimore Orioles, and we have the Chicago White Sox up against the Detroit Tigers. I think this is the Al Niño's -1 segment that it very well could be. I think Niño's could go -1. I don't like to put words in people's mouth, but at the same time, I kind of do like to put words in people's mouth, and I'll take those 3 for Al Niño's on the -1.
I could see him taking the -1 in those for sure.
Strasburg got pulled. He's back on the injured list. Had discomfort in his throwing arm, I think, during a bullpen session yesterday.
Jesus. I get discomfort all the time. You pay that guy all that money. It's discomfort. All right, in this group of games here, Blue Jays and Orioles, I'm going to take the over 9. Got Jordan Lyles, who I'm a Lyles guy, but he's just starting to get hit around. And Kikuchi, I don't think he even made it an inning in his last start. Toronto's offense, I think Baltimore could score some runs. I'm going to take the over 9. And then Detroit Tigers and White Sox. Originally, I like the White Sox on the run line. I like Dylan Cease, but White Sox record on the road, what are they, 8-12? I don't know off the top of my head. I don't remember exactly, but I know the Tigers have a better home record than the White Sox do on the road. I just think at +1.5, I think it's a 1-run game. White Sox scrape by and barely get a win here, but I think with the run line on the Tigers, you cash.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Chris.
No, it's okay. No, it's all right. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say I like the over 9 as well between Baltimore and Toronto. Just think that, like Brian said, Yusei Kikuchi, I think he's the weak link of Toronto's rotation, and Jordan Lyles has been getting batted around quite a bit. I think we can get easily into double digits with that one. And I do like the White Sox on the run line. Dylan Cease has just owned the Tigers in his career, and I think today is no different. So give me the White Sox on the run line.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going to speak for Ninos here, do the -1 in all three of those with the favorites. Probably getting negative odds on that -1, and have no idea why anyone would bet that. But, yeah, that's what people do. I think the worst of the bunch is the Blue Jays. I would be embarrassed as a professional handicapper to give that game out. Anyways, we go to our next game, and it is the Mutts versus the Brewers. We've got the Red Sox against the Oakland A's in Game 2. Pirates against the Cardinals. It's like we don't get enough Pirates-Cardinals. We've got more Pirates-Cardinals.
That's a classic rivalry, these two teams.
Yeah. You get Pirates-Cardinals, and you get Pirates.
It's like I haven't had enough Pirates-Cardinals. All right, one more. It's like, let's do it. I love that they're charging 2 admission prices on this one. This is even better. What makes it even more special is that you get to pay 2 full price admissions for these 2 games.
We're going to make you live the experience all over again. You're going to pay again to get in one more time.
It's like I think they should have. It's like if you spent more than $70 at the snack bar, you should get a free admission to the second one. I could certainly do that.
It's like it's $20 a ticket. Be like, here, I'll make you a deal. You pay $40, you can have the second game for free.
All right. What do you think of these, Chris?
I'm going to go with the over in that Milwaukee Mets matchup. Chris Bassett's just been getting torched as of late. And, Adrian Hauser, he's a decent arm in that Milwaukee rotation, but he's been a lot worse on the road than he has been at home. And with the way the Mets have been able to swing the bat, and the Brewers have some offensive pop as well. I don't know how that total's only at 8. I thought it would open at around 9. So give me the over in that one. I like the Oakland A's plus 1.5. I think we're going to get a bounce back from Jared Koenig here. And I like St. Louis -1.5 in Game 2. I'm not a Bryce Wilson fan. I think Miles Michaelis has a nice bounce back start here. So give me the St. Louis Cardinals -1.5 in that one.
Yeah, I agree with Chris. I love Koenig here to bounce back with the Oakland A's. I don't know how Nick Pivetta is -220. That seems crazy. I mean, I'm not going to be a man and take Oakland on the money line, but I'm going to take them on the run line here. I think it's a 1-run game. I think Oakland's scrappy enough to keep it within 1. St. Louis Cardinals and Pirates. This is the game I'm going to take the Cardinals and lay the run line. This Bryce Wilson, he could easily lose 10-0 to the Cardinals. So I think the run line isn't too. Maybe you even want to play that up to -2.5 here, because that way you can get some plus money back.
Don't love the slot, to be honest with you, but I like that over in Boston. I like the over in St. Louis, and I think we could even see an over at Citi Field too. Kind of like Hauser there over Bassett as well with the Brewers. We go to our next set of games. We got the Cubs against the Padres. We've got the Rockies against the Guardians of the Galaxy, and the Diamondbacks broke my heart yesterday up against the Reds. Chris?
I don't know what I like here. I like the Texas Rangers on the money line against the Houston Astros. It's just a lead, but I like what Dane Dunning's shown, and Jose Urquidy for me is the weak link of that Houston rotation. He's been getting beat up a little bit as of late. And Texas isn't always the most potent offensive lineup, but I think they do have enough here, especially with Dunning on the mound here to maybe sneak out a win in this one. So give me the Rangers there. And so I just want to make sure you said Padres Cubs, right?
Yes.
Okay, I like the Padres on the money line. Kyle Hendricks, the thing for Hendricks was usually that he could always win at home, but now he's got a 5+ ERA regardless of where he pitches. Sean Manaea, not my favorite pitcher in that Padres rotation, but he's been pretty good his last couple of starts, and I think the Padres just overall the better team here on the road overall. compared to the Cubs at home. So give me the Padres on the money line in that one.
For me in this grouping of games here, I'm going to lean towards the Chicago Cubs. The line just looks a little light for the Padres. I know yesterday it didn't work out for me taking the Cubs, but I think Manaea is the weak link at San Diego's starting staff, and Hendricks hasn't had the best season, but I think we'll see a good performance at home. And then the Arizona Diamondbacks, I'll take them. I've been a Zach Davies basher, but he's not that bad. Tyler Mahle, he's been pitching better last few starts, but I think Arizona gets it done at home, gets some runs on the board.
I like the under in that Reds Diamondbacks game. I don't know. It just seems the way to go. And what are the others here? It is the I could see the Padres also doing some damage there to the Cubs as well. I really liked them yesterday. I had him as a premium. I just don't know why I didn't give it out as my big play. Certainly bugs me when that happens, Just does. And as we go to our next set of games, we got the Giants against the Royals, the Dodgers and the Angels, and the Mariners against the Twinkies. Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a California run line sweep here. I'm gonna go with the Giants on the run line against the Royals and Chris Bubik. I just think the Logan Webb's not a pitcher that loses too many games at home, so take the Giants minus 2.5 in that one. I'm gonna go with the LA Dodgers minus 1.5 as well. I just don't like what I've seen from Noah Syndergaard in his last couple of road starts. If this game was at Angel Stadium, you could maybe convince me to take the Angels on the run line, but on the road, even though it's not a far trip for the Angels, I still got to go with the Dodgers minus 1.5 there. And I'm going to go with the under 7 in the Twins-Mariners game. Joe Ryan and Logan Gilbert, to me, just screams pitchers duel. I could see this game finishing 3-2, whichever way you have it going. So give me the under 7 in that one.
For me in this grouping of games to finish out the night, I'm going to agree with Chris here. Take the minus 2.5 the San Francisco Giants. It's just Bubik is just he's a boob, and there's my joke of the day. And the Logan Webb, I think at home, San Francisco Giants. I don't think there's any reason why you want to lay that extended run line. Then the Dodgers and Angels. I'm gonna go with the LA Angels here plus the 1.5. I just I'm in auto Dodger run line fade mode. I know Gosling's been absolutely lights out, but I just think the Angels win it outright, but for safety, I'll take the plus 1.5.
Yeah, for me, the Giants are just a struggle at that price. I think that they win, but like Ruffalo said, you got to lay the big numbers there for it to work. And I don't know if I'm willing to do that with Logan Webb because I think this could be a high-scoring game. I like the Dodgers laying 100. The Angels are just terrible, and the Dodgers seem to always whip their ass. And the other side, I'm going to take the Mariners. They don't generally lose too much back-to-backers. The Twins, they don't like to win back-to-back. So looking at Seattle in that one. So let's go to our parlay section. Chris?
Yep. I'll start with the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line, the Chicago White Sox on the run line, and the San Diego Padres on the money line.
I'm going to take a bunch of run lines here. I'm going to take the Oakland Athletics plus 1.5, the LA Angels plus 1.5, and Tampa Bay Rays plus 1.5.
I'm going to take the Dodgers on the run line. I'm going to parlay them up with the Brewers on the reverse run line with the White Sox on the run line. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Make it a great day. It was a fun show. Short, with just baseball. So this is probably going to be the way of the world for a couple months at least. I think we'll all be taking days off, not from handicapping, but from the show over the next few weeks, taking a day off here and there. We're not going to all take off like for the week or anything like that, but I'll be taking one day off a week, and Chris and Brian will likely be taking a day off during the week as well. And then, reconvening on the smaller card days is what we'll do it. is when we'll do it, like on Mondays and Thursdays type deal. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Make it a winning day. We appreciate each and every one of you. Guys, make sure you smash that like button.